People who exercise, lift weights. What is your secret to staying motivated when it takes a while to get results?
Make it a habit. Go on the same days every week at the same time. Set yourself up to avoid distractions like, if you go after work, go straight from work without stopping at home. You won't need motivation, it just becomes a thing you do.
Don't do it to see results. Do it to feel results.
For me, it feels good to exercise, and it works wonders for my mental health as well. This understanding of myself has made it easier to come back and keep up the exercising.
Nobody stays motivated to exercise. Discipline is doing it even when you're not motivated, because it is part of your routine. I like to tell myself, do it badly, when I'm unmotivated, because that gets me to show up, and showing up is like 60% of the battle.
I feel suicidal if I stop.
Motivation is kindling. It burns easy, but it doesn't burn long. Use it to start but don't rely on it. Habit is twigs and sticks. Easy to get going once you have motivation, burns a bit longer, but eventually you'll break habit. You'll have to stay late after work, the gym has maintenance, there's a global pandemic, and you can't go for long enough that you no longer want to go. Discipline is a log. It's an identity. I train because I train. There is no why. There is no reason. To be me is to train. If the gym is closed, I train at home. If I am injured, I train what is healed. You don't stay motivated. You start motivated.
Results happen quicker than you think. Although your body won't transform that fast, you'll notice that exercises get easier and easier to do, or you're able to lift more weight. I'm doing a body weight routine right now, and it's kind of addictive to see myself get closer and closer to being able to do pull-ups, or being able to do push-ups with proper form and range of motion.
Hate, inward and outward, plain and simple.
Find the right routine and exercises and it becomes fun and enjoyable. I've been lifting over a decade. Want to take a guess at how many exercises I absolutely hate? There's dozens, but there are equally as many that I enjoy. Find what you like and stick to it. Also, what's your measure or results? You can get results immediately, in the form of mental improvements and overall well-being. Exercise is fantastic for mental health, especially anxiety and depression.
I run, hike, and lift weights. It's not really a matter of motivation, I just like doing it. Also, I really don't like not doing it. If I'm ever on the fence about doing any workout, I remind myself that I have never regretted a workout I have done, even if I have to dial it back a bit for some reason. I always feel better after a workout, and never feel good about missing one.
Honestly, just start doing it with real intention and in a good way, and stick to it for some time. Force of will keep you in for the short-term, results will keep you in for the mid-term, and once you got there, then it's become a part of you, and that will keep you in for the long term.
No one that consistently exercises does it through motivation. That is a complete myth. It's a lifestyle, a habit. It takes discipline. You start to feel off if you don't exercise. Once you get to that point, it's easy. Getting there, not so much.
Not wanting to have to achieve my calorie deficit through further diet restrictions. I've been able to lose about a pound a week via moderate fasting and burning an extra 3,000 to 4,000 calories at the gym. Without the extra calorie burn, I would have to give up way more food that I really enjoy. It's a quality of life calculation. I like the food more than I hate the gym.
Find exercises you like and enjoy. And once you see the numbers starting to increase, it'll naturally give your motivation a boost as you strive to continue improving. Also, changing exercises if it feels like it's getting stale will keep you excited. And as someone else already said, once you get to the point that you're seeing some medium to long-term results, lifting weights will have become a part of your life and you won't want to stop anyway. Motivation will only get you so far, but by the time that dries up, it'll likely give way to dedication and self-discipline instead anyway. And remember, one of the great things about lifting weight is the only person you're competing with is yourself. So when you beat a previous record, etc., you know you've only got yourself to give credit, and that feeling is extremely rewarding and addicting. And if it's not your day and you can't give it 100%, you've let down a grand total of 0 people. You can just pick up next time where you left off.
Work your triceps if you want fast results. Seems like those get swole a bit faster than other muscles. That should help with motivation.
A good friend of mine once told me that weightlifting is like cutting yourself, but without the downsides. She told me that many people who had been cutters at a young age eventually get over it by doing heavy exercise. It's not hard to find motivation when you get accustomed to how good a little bit of pain hormones make you feel. The more you work out, more normal it becomes and less you freak out when you are causing microtearings in your muscles so they would grow back stronger. Progress of becoming stronger is also nice, so there are plenty things to like. TLDR, you do it because of the burn and slight pain, not despite of it. Pain hormones make you feel good.
Beep motivation. It's a fickle and an unreliable little beep and isn't worth your time. Better to cultivate discipline than to rely on motivation. Force yourself to do things. Force yourself to get up out of bed and practice. Force yourself to work. Motivation is fleeting and it's easy to rely on because it requires no concentrated effort to get. Motivation comes to you, and you don't have to chase after it. Discipline is reliable, motivation is fleeting. The question isn't how to keep yourself motivated. It's how to train yourself to work without it. Anonymous.
In working on something, in fact it's a gift, for future me, it's called not dying of a heart attack at 43.
Quite honestly, spite. Got dumped by my ex, so I started hitting the gym religiously just on the off chance that I run into her again and can make her feel dumb for dumping me.
I just want to fight, compete, so I keep going to my MMA classes.
It becomes a habit. But what I did to make it a habit was two things. Stick to a schedule. Remove your excuses. My biggest excuse was how time-consuming it was to pack, drive to the gym, train, shower and drive back. Half of that time was not even spent exercising. So I made my own gym at home, with benches, racks, weights and a TV to run a show on while I train. Also I exercise often, but short durations, because I'll always be able to find the time. So listen to the excuses you make, and address them. Also, realize that being tired is a poor excuse, as exercise will energize you. Do some light exercise if you're tired.
I'm an emotional cripple. My soul is beep. Every single beep thing about me is ugly. Trust me, no one is beep me for my personality.
Everyone's different, but one thing that might help is to make the exercise the goal, not the results. I want to run X miles in Y minutes instead of I'm only exercising to look good.
Don't rely on motivation. Only idiots and failures rely on motivation to do things. Discipline beats motivation every single time.
Once you start, it's harder to stop than it is to keep going.
I've never been an exercise person, and now I exercise, usually, 5 days a week, and I have for 4 months. Honestly, it started with my doctor scaring the beep out of me. Fear was my motivator for the first few weeks. But I was able to find motivation in the non-aesthetic based benefits of exercise. Finding reasons to exercise that aren't based on how you look was key for me. I like that I'm stronger. I like that I have more stamina. I like that I feel healthier and progress a little more every time. And, after a couple months of that, the visual results started to pop up. My arms and legs are more muscular and toned. I'm still fat, but my husband says he's noticed a lot of changes in my body. In short, do it for health and find things you like about how it makes you feel for the first couple months. Then the aesthetics will follow, and those will help your motivation as well.
Do I want muscle? If so, force self to gym, give it your all. 4 years of consistent nutrition and lifting netted me 20 pounds of muscle. Except I just look like a regular guy. And the constant shoveling food, pissing 20 times a day, beep 3 times a day, and still had low confidence and women still wouldn't talk to me. Finally gave it up, lost all progress in less than a year. Back to skinny nerd. Life is depressing.
May your day be filled with joy and happiness. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more quality content every day.